Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. What the heck is that noise? In any case, holy cow. I guess that's a little better. Well, happy 2021, everyone. I hope you had a safe new year and all of those things. Just wanted to check in today. I do have a show coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, so in about a half hour on the Site Hub channel. It is another episode of It's Your Business with Craig Daly. And I just kind of wanted to pop in. I've been trying to keep an eye on, of course, the political crap that's going on. So I've been trying to listen to Fox Radio and watching Fox TV, and just a lot of the stuff that I'm hearing and seeing is absolutely infuriating. Those people that know me probably know that while I'm certainly not a Republican, I'm also not a Democrat. Am I on the liberal side of things? That's fair. Yeah. I believe that we should have a less laid back stance on death. I think that things should be as fair as possible. All those things. And I also understand that a lot of those things are pipe dreams. That, hey, it is what it is. Now, that doesn't mean that we should give up on it. It doesn't. Now, the other side of it, I understand. If I were rich as shit, I would probably do everything in my power to make sure that I remained rich as shit and that fewer people overall were rich as shit. My son and I dabble in baseball cards, sports cards, let's say there's 50,000 Zion Williamson rookie cards out there. No, that's a lot. Let's say there's 5,000. Hey, I've got a better one. All right, the Da Vinci Code. Everybody knows the book and the movie. The first printing of the Da Vinci Code was 260,000 copies. Okay, you might think that's a lot. That's a lot of books, 260,000. Holy crap. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's not. That is a fairly valuable book, that first printing of the Da Vinci Code. But let's say I had one. Okay, here's my first printing of the Da Vinci Code, one of 260,000. Or let's say I had 10 of them, okay, or 100. I have 100 of the 260,000. So doing goofy math, that works out to about one of, 2,600? You get the picture. Okay, so I'm sitting on something pretty valuable. Is it really valuable? No, it's worth what someone will pay for it. But what don't I want to see happen? I do not want them to print another million with the same markings as that first edition, first printing, because mine's going to be worth less. right? Maybe not worthless, but worth less. Okay. We're seeing the same thing with money. Obviously, those people that are born with, $1 million in the bank, in the family bank, tens of millions of dollars. Obviously, the last thing they want is for people that don't already have a shit ton of money to get a shit ton of money, right? Makes sense, because otherwise their money's worth less. Like my Da Vinci Code first printing, okay? When this money is printed, and that's all that's happening, that's it. They're printing money. Okay. So when it's printed, it looks by and large the same as anybody else's. Okay. So that's why the rich as shit people don't want other people to become rich as shit by, government handouts. I get it. ExxonMobil, they can get government handouts. They're already rich as shit. What do we care? So again, I do have a show coming up in 25 minutes. So just a few of the things that I've seen and heard on Fox News in the last couple days that have absolutely infuriated me. Last night, I heard President Trump talking. First off, I think he was drunk. Not judging, but I think he was drunk. One of his biggest claims of doing something in his 4 years as president was all of the federal judges that they've slammed through the Senate. Yes, it's true. Because of political wranglings from the past 15 years, you can't filibuster a judge anymore. So this is a lifetime appointment that, has fewer means of recourse. Of course, Supreme Court justices we all hear about, but these federal judges, the appellate judges, are sometimes just as important, if not more important, than the Supreme Court justices. So here's Trump saying, we have slammed in, over 200 conservative judges that are going to, and these were his words, interpret our Constitution as written. What the fuck does that mean? Interpret the Constitution as written? Okay, we'll give him a pass there. So all of these federal judges that they have slammed through that are there for a lifetime, as long as they want to be there, with the job of interpreting the Constitution as written. Great. Couple sentences later, he talks about the crooked judges and the liberal courts. What the fuck are you talking about? It made me think of something that I've read about, talking about, and a lot of these things, I would ask people, if you have children, think about how you would talk to your children to teach them how the world works. So one thing is a congruous argument or a congruous point. All right. If I say Trump is a goddamn idiot for, saying that Supreme Court justices or these appellate judges are going to interpret the Constitution as written. If I say that's a fucking idiotic thing to say, and then Joe Biden, and again, I'm not a Democrat. If Joe Biden comes out tomorrow and says, we are going to nominate justices who will interpret the Constitution as written. Now, if I say that's a well-spoken guy, I'm full of shit. Okay. Don't listen to another thing I say after that, because I'm full of shit. Okay. I can't say that when this guy says something, he's a fucking idiot. But when this guy says something, makes sense. No, doesn't. It doesn't make sense. And if I think it makes sense, I'm a fucking idiot. So, where does that leave us? Oh, Fox, of course, Fox News, Fox TV. So, Trump saying we nominated all these justices, dig us, dig me. And then these liberal courts won't hear our evidence. Well, guess what, shithead? If you have evidence, let's hear it. Okay? A test for everyone or a challenge for everybody out there. Go to Walmart or Wegmans or a concert. Well, you can't go to a concert. Go to a crowded-ish place and call the cops and say, someone took my wallet. Someone here took my wallet. I would like you to come here, pat down every single person, and find my wallet. I don't know how much was in it, but it's mine. You get the picture. It's not going to happen. But that is what's happening with these lawsuits. They're going to court to challenge the election and basically telling the court this is not the court's job. The court's job is not to find evidence. Okay, but they're telling the court, this election was stolen from us. No, it didn't freeze. That's what they're doing. This election was stolen from us. What are you going to do about it, courts? And predictably, they're not going to do anything about it. Because if you don't have evidence of wrongdoing, where the fuck are we going? All right. I had to get that off my chest. The other thing is this Senate runoff race today. Well, actually, since we talked about children and how you would talk to your children about making a congruous argument, I'm sure that's a conversation you've had with your children, even if it wasn't, those exact words. Being consistent, being predictable. There's nothing wrong with being predictable in some respects. You want to be consistent and predictable in what you allow, in what you think is right or wrong. All right. So what would you say to your child of any age if they said to you, hey, Dad, hey, Mom, let's go. Do you want to play Scrabble? Yeah, let's play Scrabble. And you say, do you want me to keep score? And they, well, yes, you keep score. But if I lose, it's because you cheated, either with the scorekeeping or with the adding of the numbers, or grabbing some extra letters while I'm in the bathroom. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know you cheated, because the only way I'm going to lose this game is if you cheat. Okay? Now, you win the game. It's a good game, whatever. But you win, and they say, see, I told you. You cheated. Well, geez, how did I cheat? We're both right here. Yeah, I'm keeping score, but it's right here. Do you want to re-add it up? Yes. I want you to add it up, and I'm going to be sitting right here checking your math. All right, I could have made a mistake, sure. Actually, I won by more than I thought I did. No way. That number wasn't there. What are you talking about? That number, that wasn't there. That 84 points. Yeah, it was. That was xylophone here that I put off of your dog. Xylophone. It's 84 points. We can add it up again. Nope, I don't want to add it up. You cheated. Why am I going to trust you now? Okay, you can see where I'm going. You probably wouldn't want to play with your kid very much anymore because it's not very fun. And you can't reason with somebody who opens up by being unreasonable. You know, there's nowhere to go from there. Okay. So this reminds me a lot of the current political situation. So I've only got another minute and a million things to say. Shock. So last night, all I heard about was turnout is going to be huge in this Georgia Senate runoff. It's going to be huge. Republicans, you need to get out there and vote. Okay, that's all I heard all night because the mail-in ballots are predominantly Democrat. So, and I will give them credit. Last night, I think Fox News hit it on the head. Turnout, turnout, turnout. Today, I hear on the radio a guy say, well, based upon the early numbers, Republicans need to win 65% of the election day votes. Otherwise, they stole the election. What? This guy's on the fucking radio, national radio, and people listen to him. And the one good thing about Republicans is they're going to fucking repeat this. I guarantee you will hear 100 times in the next week. Well, we needed to win 65 to 35%. No, last night they were right. It's about turnout. Because if 100 people show up today and the Republicans get 65 votes, Democrats get 35 votes, guess what? Republicans lose. But much like your child while you're playing Scrabble, who's already said, if I don't win, it's because you cheated. They're already planting those seeds. Instead of saying, if Republicans don't win both of these seats, it's because they didn't turn out enough voters. And shame on you, Republicans, and shame on you, President Trump, for dissuading people from going out and voting. No, they said, if we don't win, it's because they stole it. What the fuck? We're adults here. And the other part of it is we can't change it because the Republicans and the Democrats are so entrenched that they will not allow a third party, a viable third party. And if and when one rises up and gets in the scene, they're going to have so much fucking money behind them that they're going to be no better than the Republicans and or Democrats. So that was my political rant. I feel a lot better. I really do. Thank you very much. Now, at the top of the hour, in 15 minutes on this Site Hub channel, yoursitehub.com, or just search Site Hub on YouTube or Facebook, I have Craig Daly, and we are going to talk about the importance of customer service to your business. So thank you guys very much. This little number here that says how many people are watching live is right now at 1. Fake news. So to the millions of people that have watched this, thank you so much. Have a great day. Boy, I was all fired up. I forgot to end the broadcast before I left the studio.